Hey everybody on the internet, my name is Fearless Fred from The Edge, and I'm joined by Care from Mannequin. Good afternoon, Care.
That's true.
Thank you for playing today, first of all.
Thank you guys.
It was a good time. The new album, September 8th, Pheno plus Bleed, not Pheno and Bleed, right?
Yeah, you got
so,
it right.
Pheno plus Bleed, that's a message of positivity?
Probably, as most things are for me, the forever optimist, but it's more of like my pet names for me and Anthony, but we found it once we were in D.C. in like the worst hotel, and how much can I swear?
Can we swear?
Well,
yes, we can swear.
Okay, so people took a bunch of prostitutes to in there, and they'd always like carve their names in the ceiling, I guess, if it was a good and believe it or not, we get our room and we look above our bed, and Pheno plus Bleed is carved in. It's meant to be. So
that is very nice.
Names.
Anyways, the album, September 8th, and if you advance order a copy, you get like a documentary done by Bruce McDonald himself. What was it like having a documentary made about you?
Yeah, it would have been really invasive if it wasn't Bruce. Like, Bruce is really zen-like. He's a real, he's a real pro. Yeah, I mean, and it was over a course of a long time, and people doing it were really amazing. Like, it just got nominated for 2 Geminis, I heard, which is crazy for our little doc. But yeah, they traveled around with us, they toured with us, and bad things happen, good things happen. But yeah, it's intrusive, but with them it was comfortable. So
now you're mentioning bad things happen. I was reading that you lost your laptop right before you were about to go in and start recording the album. Was there a lot of notes?
Yes.
Did you have to throw a lot of stuff to the curb, or?
Yeah, like Bad Medicine and like Suffer and a couple other songs were songs that I totally I just remembered from memory, I guess, that were on it. But I guess it was a way of like weeding out what songs were most memorable.
So were there some things that you thought were going to be on the album, and then
Yeah.
Was there anything else on the laptop that you were worried about?
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, we don't need. Remember, don't put things on your laptop you don't want other people seeing.
That's the lesson that I've learned.
There we go. We don't need to get into that. Anyways, you're opening up for Marilyn Manson. How did that all come about?
For the Antichrist, apparently he can tour with whoever the fuck he wants to tour with. So the fact that he wants to tour with Mannequin, the Antichrist, has warmed my heart. So it's really cool. He has like a hand in picking the bands that go on with him.
Do you have any? Are you at all? What's the word I'm looking for? Not intimidated. What's that word where? Nervous. No, not anxious. Yes, that's the word.
There's always like a healthy anxiety before you go on stage that you kind of need to boost yourself. But before we start any tour, but this is kind of like the beginning of it. We leave today, or the boys leave, and so this was like our breaking in show. So now it's kind of going away.
Now the album, once again, Pheno and Bleed, September 8th. It's on store shelves. There's a song on there called Candide, and we spoke earlier. And when we're talking about positivity, the book Candide is written by Voltaire, very cool guy, and you said yourself, you're not Mrs. University and all that stuff, but you still attacked it and wanted to learn about it.
That's an overstatement.
So when you're like addressing a book like that, is that really just to open people's mind to something new so that they can get in there and attack knowledge, if you will?
Yeah, attack knowledge, attack me. Thank you. Yeah, and no, I'm not that smart, but I mean, it was a cool story, and a friend of mine, Anna Wayland, who wrote the song with me, was telling me about it, and then we decided to just divulge and dive into it and really tear it apart and try to make the song we wanted to out of it. But yeah, French lit, and usually we're talking about how it's really depressing, and the end message is very, a big downer. But this book was, there's some optimism at the end of it, and that if we all pull together, we can make the world what it is. It's that line. There's like
better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about the world isn't as good as it could be.
Best of all possible worlds.
Yeah, it's as good as we make it. Well, thanks for stopping by today, Care.
Thank you.
Thank you, more importantly, for being a positive person in a world mired with negativity. I think there's a lot of people out there.
Sometimes.
Yes, there are times. Thank you again. It was a great show. And the video is on our website, which you're on right now, coincidentally, edge.ca.